Hello everyone, this is StarCraft 12, and I am super early to this because this just dropped not even like a minute ago, and it's already got 129 views, so that's freaking impressive. I would say that I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in order to do this review, but I was up until about 1 in the morning doing video game development classes, and then woke up at 7 so that way I could, actually get to this reaction. Some people can function like that. I have my doubts about my own personal abilities, but we'll get to that later. I will survive the day. Everything will be fine. We are here for Daddyphatsnaps and his new Yujiro Hanma rap, I Am Him, with Peso Pete. Now, I made a couple of jokes of using wordplay. I'm not a rapper. I thought they were clever about the fact that I said that Peso was on this track, and I tried to theme it to his original Yujiro track. If you have not heard DPS's original Yujiro track, Yujiro Hanma track, excuse me, I think that is one of his best pieces from, when did that come out? 2020? Easily one of his best pieces from that time frame. I highly recommend you go through that. I'm really hoping that in his evolution as an artist, that he's going to call back to that song, because I've heard that song so many times, but we will see what happens. Link will be in the description below if you want to listen to this without my commentary. My link tree is also down there in case you want to support me in my video game developments. I do have a Patreon. I don't push it very often because I feel very awkward doing so, but considering that video game assets are expensive, this is me pushing it now. But yeah, anyway, I will stop talking for now, and let's get to listening to this. Very curious to see what direction he's going to take this song. Okay, I like
talk about that and this. I don't got no plan. When you hit, you just get it in. Say no shit like man. Throw it.
Jesus Christ, Peso. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't need you screaming in my frickin' face.
All this fake flexing, you was just a sham. Fake shoes, that's a fake necklace. Should've studied van. I'm a god, I'm a juggernaut. What do I invent? Y'all be flexing, y'all in van. Out the muscle, we make band. Where he got talk, he got walk. You gon' die just where you stand. Said he want smoke, said he want up. Now he a truck. God damn. I wanna talk, shoot him a cop. Watch where I walk. God damn. Throw hands on me, fuck a Glock. You get it popped. God damn. I was goofy, throwing hands laughing, they thought I was Luffy. Thought he would catch me, he got me cackling. Blood, gore, violence, that should amuse me. Stepping at us, gang, what is you proving? Shaking and screwing, you rappers stupid. Y'all talk like groupies, what is you doing? Got hands like Broly, I beat him profusely. I'm up the side punching and no loosely.
Peso frickin' lost his goddamn mind. Peso lost his goddamn mind on this track. Also, I like the comparison between Yujiro and Broly. I never once got that, but I could see it. I could see it. Like, this is just Broly in a freaking different shade of what is Yujiro's hair? Red? Like, it's like Broly with red hair, basically.
Yes, like bro, slow down. I'm like, nah, brother, man, I'm zooming. Can't let no other man outdo me. If he Yujiro, then I'm Yu-Gi-Oh! Either way, you finna fall off moving. Target pull, he pulling some fool shit. Full clip, 2 clip, shit, what it do? Pay dues, you stupid. We made a movement.
All these conversations talking about the greatest, I am him. I feel disrespect, only thing accepting is a 10. I've been sitting at the top and I ain't seen another sin. So why you talking about the pinnacle when you ain't never been? I am him, I am him, I am him.
Man, fuck that talk, we get it in. In the blood, I always win.
I am him, I am him, I am him, I am him.
Ain't been about that, ain't been about this. You got a problem, we don't defend.
Bitch, what the fuck you on? You should know it, it is over when they cut it on this song. Too hot, bitch, you better cuff the tongs. 808s, they get to moving and the dumpies out the thongs.
Yujiro Hanma.
Bitch, I been a boss.
Crap. Who was the last one to do a Yujiro? No, it was Baki. That's a callback to the Baki song. Because that I believe Peso was on that one too, and he did that exact same way of saying Yujiro's name. Oh, that was clever. So far, no callbacks to the Yujiro song, but again, Peso went freaking ballistic on this, and DPS is keeping up with him. It's funny too, though, because the DPS hasn't ramped anything up yet. He's just kind of jogging alongside Peso, while Peso is just like going in a full fucking sprint, which kind of describes how Yujiro treats everybody else in the entire show Baki. So that makes perfect sense. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm listening to these two, and I'm like, there are very few people that can amplify each other just by having completely different dispositions in a song. And DPS and Peso Pete are perfectly capable of doing that for each other, which is amazing. And it always makes for very interesting, you know, songs to listen to. And this is no exception.
I'm the opposite of SOL, never lost. I've been handling the rock, try to pray you get cross. And you trying to serve these dry ass songs with a sauce.
Turn it on every time I'm in this job. It's that fight music. Why I need a snare, pop a dog. I'm too busy doing work. Cheerleaders wanna jaw. Then rah, rah, rah. You ain't skipping me at all.
Try to flex a pedigree, you send a resume. I'll tear the sheet, I get the airing out, and I ain't needing any weaponry. King of the hill, all my hitters call me Beverly.
They ask me what's my body count. I simply tell them every.
Every single hit is money, got to send an evergreen. I put a 40 in between the 2020, let them see. Leaning back, so even from behind me, see the enemy. A monster, when it go down, they feel a different energy.
Ain't nobody out here that can better me. I'll chop you into pieces and I'll beat your body separately. Eat your ass up.
I don't have the time for second beat. Your body is a temple while I'm spilling all your grenadine. All these conversations talking about the greatest, I am him. I feel disrespect, only thing accepting is a 10. I've been sitting at the top and I ain't seen another sin. So why you talking about the pinnacle when you ain't never been?
Dude. I feel like this is less about, in this particular section, I feel like this is less about Yujiro and more about DPS himself, is how I'm getting this. Like, this is DPS just basically putting himself in Yujiro's shoes and being like, I'm the best. What you gonna say about it? That's the vibe I'm getting from this anyway. I could be completely mistaken. That might be just me like interpreting his words wrong, but that's the word. That's how his wordplay is striking me. It's just DPS been like, yeah, I've got the big Yujiro energy. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There are very few people in nerdcore that could ever be able to pull something like this off, and really the only other two that I can think of would be, you know, Divide and Divide and Fable, and they've got their own styles. They can't touch DPS when it comes to this kind of stuff.
I am him, I am him, I am him.
Before they talk, we get it in the blood, I always win.
I am him, I am him, I am him, I am him.
Ain't been about that, ain't been about this. You got a problem, we don't offend. Yeah.
When it comes to swaggy energy, DPS has that on freaking lockdown. That's two songs in a row now that I can think of, between that and the Ain song, however you pronounce it. I know I get that name wrong. I haven't seen Overload. Between those two songs, it's like, between this song and that one, it's like, DPS is on a freaking roll right now. Man isn't freaking sane. The only thing I'm disappointed on the song is the fact that it didn't have any callback. I was really hoping, anybody who knows the original Yu-Gi-Oh song knows that DPS started a sentence, but never finished it, because he hadn't gotten to that point where he felt comfortable using that particular word. I'm not going to say what word it is, because I'm half Puerto Rican. I'm not black. So I don't have a right to even attempt to do that. But, yeah, no, I was kind of hoping he was going to finish that sentence that he left us hanging on 2 years ago. But even without that, this is a fantastic song. This is easily one of his better raps of this year, if not in my personal top 5 of 2022. I'm probably going to be bumping this on my way to work. Speaking of that, I got to wrap up. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me. This is ArcAlpha 12, and I shall see you in the next video.